Hi, I'm Wes.
And I'm Gemma.
From Flying Goat Games. And today we have a very special announcement. August is now going to be referred to as
Forbidden August! Woohoo!
We are very lucky. This doesn't happen often. One of our most favorite games that we have played in our game group is a game called Forbidden Fortress by Shadows of Brimstone. We are actually lucky enough to be, we were sent a bunch of new expansions and a deluxe expansion, and we had already planned on doing a big, a review and playthrough videos and a bunch of stuff in August, but now we can blow the lid off of this. And there's some exciting news coming up. This right now, today, this is a preview of what's to come. We are over the top excited. What is coming is reviews, playthroughs, unboxings, talk about the games, how each of the expansions affect gameplay, what they add, what they change, what a deluxe expansion looks like, what the boxes look like when you open them, what's in them, how all of the cards work, basically everything about the game that we can possibly share. Everyone needs this. And end of story. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it. If you love any sort of adventure, cooperative, immersive board game at all. What are your thoughts?
I absolutely love this game. It is definitely in my top 3 favorites. It's like super fun. It's like just amazing. I love the miniatures. I love everything about this game.
So a couple important notes. So first of all, on Board Game Geek, the game is rated
8.6.
Right. The game takes about 120 minutes. So we have literally played this game a ton. Our games last anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours for the most part.
And it's 1 to 4 players.
It is 1 to 4 players. The setup of the game, and again, we're going to do a really in-depth review, but I just wanted to kind of talk about, so it comes with a couple books. There's the rule book and the adventure book. This is one of the rare games that we blew through every single scenario in the book.
I love this game. Yeah. We played it so fast.
It is immersive. There is a ton of content. Like the beginning of the book is full of pictures and why and how and maps and like where this character came from and why you were there and basically it's a bunch of heroes stopping the darkness. Like evil is taking over, and you're set in like feudal Japan. And so another cool thing, it comes with these world cards, and all of the expansions could take you anywhere. You could end up playing Shadows of Brimstone, the Western game, or go to another, village wherever.
Like maybe Belly of the Beast, or maybe
inside a monster.
Mines.
Yeah.
The mines. So just the regular world sometimes.
Another really neat feature is after every single game or before your next game, as a hero, you can travel to the feudal village. And even that you have to roll for. And you may have an encounter on the way or not. And this game it's relentless in a good way. Like not relentless that it's tiring, but relentless meaning you never know. You can get a monster like this. This is called the living statue, and maybe you got him a few times in a row and you're like, okay, this is what he does, this is how I'll prepare for it. But when you pull out his player dashboard, you actually roll a dice and see how that will affect his character that you thought you knew about.
You roll on an elite chart, and sometimes it can be like maybe getting a health and a defense, and sometimes it can be super bad, like add 4 more damage when you attack.
It's actually can be awful. And that's all of them. All of them have it, and they all come with this. Whether you're playing regular or playing brutal, you follow this depth track every time. So before every single turn you take, you have to roll 2 dice and acquire, or I guess get a certain number. And if you get it, great, continue your turn. If not, you have to resolve something else. You're constantly resolving actions. So even on your player dashboard, you're constantly resolving actions.
You're going to be like using your sword. Maybe you have a lucky charm and you're like, you have 9 damage on you. And maybe it says heal 1d6 damage. And you can roll and heal some of your damage. That'd be a good example.
When you're going to the town, you can buy bombs and bandages and horses and weapons and boots and armor and. So you think you built something up, and then all of a sudden you draw an artifact card or a growing dread card or something will change all of that. You can draw cards that make you give away some of your items, which really kind of is awful. and awesome at the same time. This is the core game right here. That's what we started with. We bought it because we read about it and it looked good, and hands down, it's my favorite game currently. Yes, games change, but we've been with this game for months now, and I really love it. Other games we play a lot of dungeon crawling, like Gloomhaven is up there. We like Dice Throne. Dice Throne's awesome.
Dice Throne is awesome.
Nemesis, we play Nemesis a lot. We kind of play a little bit of everything in our game group, but this game was one of those ones that everyone, here's an example. So this is a player dashboard, has all of your information, very similar to Dungeons and Dragons.
It is very similar.
And then before you know it, describe that.
You're going to have like a whole sheet. You're going to be writing down all the items, all your stuff. This is a printable sheet, by the way.
It's an ever-growing game, so you're constantly changing your own health, your sanity level, what weapons you have, and that's what makes the game so addictive, because you're always grinding to get more. Every time you fight a beast at the end, what do you get?
You're getting a loot card, and they can be like super good. Like maybe they'll say draw a gear card, and gear cards are like super good. You can like have swords or maybe armor, maybe helmets. Like you can get anything from gear cards.
You don't know what's coming next. Every single time you get to the edge of a map tile, you will draw a new map card. The replayability is endless because it's unpredictable. We use a nice little plastic container to keep all the tokens in.
There's a lot of tokens, by the way. Like a lot of tokens.
Well, there is, but it's not busy. Like a lot of these you can resolve on your paper, like wounds. You can just erase and change your wounds or your sanity.
Insanity.
I don't think there's a lot. You do think there's a lot? Compared to Gloomhaven, I mean, we have 5 of these for Gloomhaven.
True.
So it's not big like that.
It was overwhelming at the start, though.
What, do you found it overwhelming?
Yeah, because all the tokens, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, there was a lot. So when we did start it, I think the complexity is like a 3.8-ish, but it's not difficult. It's not difficult because they lay it all out for you. So yes, if you walk in the room, you might say, okay, that seems like there's a lot going on. But I mean, I think we're second game in and we're like, oh yeah, okay, we got this. You start, the first game, you're looking at the rule book a little bit, and then quickly, you figure it out. Yeah. It's a fantasy, horror, dungeon crawler. You fight, this is obviously Feudal Japan. There's acid tentacles and tangays, and then all of these expansion packs, and dice. Lots and lots of dice.
I love how you call it tangay. It's a tangu.
Whatever. Anyway, dice, there's a ton of dice rolling. If you don't like dice, you may not love this game, but there's a ton of dice rolling, and the dice sort of create and change, and they are one of the biggest, I guess, components in the game.
I absolutely love rolling
the
dice.
I love it. It cleans up, it puts away easy, and that's it. So Forbidden August is coming. We're going to do crazy awesome reviews.
Woohoo!
We're going to do unboxing videos for all of these awesome expansions. We're going to do full-on playthroughs. We're going to talk about how everything is affected to everything else. And at the end, we do have some crazy information we learned recently about Forbidden Fortress and what is coming next. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the game, we will certainly answer them. Please follow us if you don't. And keep watching, because Forbidden August is it's gonna be awesome. It is. We're super excited. All right. Thank you.